Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Total War Rome 2. Here today on the channel, we're back with episode 5 of my Brutii campaign. We're starting exactly where we left off last time with an attack from Egypt. We have a massive, epic 10,000 man battle here for you here today against the Egyptians. We're holding out in the city of Memphis, and let's get stuck into it. Alright. The pyramids in the background, the recently conquered city of Memphis. We have Alexandria under our control. Let's form things up. So, if you like the sound of today's episode, leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new, let me know in the comments feedback and suggestions for the series and what you'd like me to expand and conquer. Feedback and suggestions, constructive criticism, always welcome in the comments. And yeah, feel free to leave a dislike, of course. Let's move them there. I've been getting questions as well. Why do you heart nearly every single comment? I haven't brought this up in probably 12 months. I used to bring it up ever so often. Basically, my explanation for it is I wish there was a read feature on YouTube. You know when you like text someone that says read, you don't need to like send them another text like, oh, you know that person's read it and he's got it. And he'll be coming around with a six-packs later on, like, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like with YouTube there needs to be a read feature. Like, I've read your comment, I acknowledge it, because sometimes they don't even need to reply some of the comments. Like, oh, I understand what you're saying from that, or because I get so many comments, it's just ridiculous. But the best way I think is to sort of generally reply in YouTube videos from your read comments, which I do a bit, but that's why I heart nearly every single comment, if you're wondering. So I was like, oh yep, I've read that, I acknowledge you. That's why. Anyway, in today's episode, we're going to be hopefully wrapping up the Egyptians and the Parthians and forming the Eastern Roman Empire. So we've been attacked here in Memphis with this legion. The brave Brutii are going to try and hold it out. But what we really have, which is cool, is the pyramids in the background. The Egyptians have probably given us our biggest run for our money in this series. The Macedonians had numbers, but they weren't too smart. The Greeks, we had a couple of good fights against them, but I feel like we've been fighting Egyptians more so than anything. Looking at their army build, a lot of cavalry, which we have to watch out for. Camel riders as well. Those things do quite well against Cav. Looking at the bulk of their force, Nile pikemen, some various peltasts there as well. Nile pikemen and spears. Now, what we really have to watch out for with the Egyptians is the chariots. They can quite literally get 1,000 kills on a single unit, so we're going to have to focus on them. We are playing the Rome 1 mod in Rome 2, which brings, well, pretty self-explanatory. Rome 1 to Rome 2. Our reinforcements are coming in here now, further from behind, so if they commit into attacking the garrison, we'll be able to flank and cut off their movement from the rear. So they're slowly moving some infantry up. We'll send our cavalry to intercept their desert cavalry. Yeah, so it does look like it's a bit of a hybrid faction. It's not 100% Bronze Age units, although those axemen do look very Bronze Age-ish, and some of the cavalry here, particularly with the headpieces. I feel like it's a bit of a hybrid. They haven't completely gone full Bronze Age Egypt like they did in Rome 1. Which I'm all for. An arcadey fun game. Compared to the, I don't know, sort of realistic. I don't know. Yeah, I like playing as Cleopatra though, in Divide et Impera, like that in a historical series. But I don't know. I kind of like the idea of Bronze Age Egypt. I know all the history nerds screaming, "No! What are you talking about?" Alright, move up here. I don't know. I'm just not that type of guy. I could care less if the armor piece was wrong or right. Alright, so they're actually flanking us from the rear here a little bit. And like, I'm playing to win with this Brutii Roman campaign. I'm not like forming triple axis formations like I did in my realistic Divide et Impera series. This is a fun sort of an arcade series. But man, oh man, how surprising is it that the Julii got knocked out? Scipii holding out as well. But let me know. In your campaigns, did a similar thing happen? I'm trying to remember in the campaign I did with Sol what happened to the Brutii. I feel like they could have got cut off from conquering routes. So the main armies here has intercepted us. Their camel riders and cavalry are really pushing us back. We need to start flanking. We can't allow our Roman boys to hold too long. The legionary Hastati will do better just because of their armor. Yeah, compared to the Hastati. The Roman cavalry's in there, cycle charging them. Alright. Deal with those camels. Yeah. I can't remember that, like, I'm pretty sure camels, heavy camels, are good against cavalry. Because they can fight and hold once they lock in place. And maybe against heavy infantry as well, like the armoured ones in particular. We might need to start wrapping around. We have numerical supremacy on them. But it's just they're funneling everything towards the town square and they're quite close. We've got 2 Braven Roman legionary units holding the rear. While the hordes of Egypt push through. Numidians, ethnic Hellenic Egyptians. We've also got some Easterners there as well. Or we have Romans holding the line. Yeah, but I feel like the skip... I don't know, like... I didn't particularly want to go against the Carthaginians and take their territory. But... the Greeks left me no choice when they took it. Okay, so they're blobbing up here now perfectly. And we're going to surround and envelop... Oh, they've got a catapult there, which you're going to have to deal with. But the reinforcements from the pyramids have arrived. Oh my god, the frames. But they're now pushing in. Bring them down. We'll have some camel for supper. I've heard that camel soup is actually delicious. We actually have them here in Australia, believe them or not. I think they're a feral pest. You can go hunt a camel if you want. Isn't the crazy fact about camels that they originated in North America? You think of them as desert animals, but I think they originally came from the North American continent. Along with horses before they got extinct. That's the crazy thing about the colonial conquest of America and the Indians and stuff. You think they had horses and stuff when they first arrived. No, they didn't. The Comanches and whatnot ended up taking horses from the European settlers and became masters of them. Which is cool. So they eventually found their way back to North America. North America's got some crazy animals, and they still do to this day. There was that crazy lion that they had as well. To be fair, we had whack megafauna as well. Like giant sloths and stuff. And kangaroos. Right. So it looks like the Egyptians now are in a full retreat. We need to deal with those catapults in the rear. But this should be the last of the Egyptians. They've probably only got... Well, they probably had a maximum of 4 and a bit full stacks. We've destroyed 2 here. We can see one in line of sight, which is further down towards the Nile. But there must be somewhere else. So most of my armies are operating in Egypt, along with Mesopotamia. The legion that went up and saved Dacia and Illyria. Yeah, well, they took Epirus, didn't they? A garrison up there. So here's the last of the Egyptians running towards the pyramids. But that's it. Decisive victory. We deployed 6.3k, only losing 600. They deployed 5k and lost 4,000. Looking at the casualties sustained and inflicted, Roman cavalry did quite well, 201.34, but it was the legionaries to really carry the win. Legionary spam is still so effective. It would be even better if the garrisons were more buffed up. Decisive one. We'll take the dub. And we'll finish off the remaining captives. We will need to run down the last of those two armies. And yeah, they've still got a small army in Hormos. So we'll allow Marcus Brutus to run them down. Sweet as. And we'll send Decimus Claudius Brutus to get rid of them. Perfect. And we'll continue down to push further south. Okay, so it looks like they've got an army here in Jerusalem. And looks like another auto resolve. 95% in our favour. The auto resolves are so good in this mod. Let's get rid of them.
That is impossible.
So hopefully we can finish off the Egyptians here today, because we've been fighting them the most in this series. It'd be good to get rid of them once and for all, as we've had 2-3 episodes focusing on them. Good. Jerusalem is under our control. Alright, we've taken Seleucia. Bactria has declared war upon me. Oh, come off it. Defensive alliances with Pontus and Egypt. That's why. Oh, rip. Put a rip. Put a F in the comments. Duty calls. Lucius Brutus is no more. Man, oh man, he lasted so long. It's actually kind of crazy. Nearly 70, 80 turns into the Let's Play. So how's thing? So Decimus is now the leader. Yeah, because Brutus never had any natural children, which is a shame. But we've still got a lot of loyal Brutii. So it's split. So Decimus is the leader, but Severus has the other trait there. So Decimus is the dictator, while Severus is the family leader. That's kind of annoying how things split like that. But no matter. Let's push to Iol now. Okay, we should be able to wrap up their territory in what I would sort of consider the province of Egypt. Unless they've got territory down towards Ethiopia in the south, which would be annoying. Which they could very well do. Okay, I don't know why they attacked me there. Numbers once again, maybe? Alright. Go away, Egyptians. That's annoying. We didn't leave a garrison up in Alexandria and a small army's hit there. Just give up, god damn you. Oh, that one might be able to win actually. Yeah. I was just looking at the Pyrrhic results. We'll take that before we put towards Petra. Oh, now the Parthians are reacting. This is the first decent army I've seen in quite some time. They've taken Palmyra. Bactria's taken Dora. Oh, the Armenians have attacked us. They've betrayed us at Trebizond. Well, we somehow managed to win it. I feel like we're going 2 steps forwards, 1 step back now towards the end of the episode. Alright, so an army came back through. We'll be able to finish off this. That should be the last of them in northwest Africa. Yeah, they took a decent amount of territory here in Mauritania, which is surprising. Okay, so I've sent another army back to Alexandria to take it for the second time. I'm just going to have to leave an army up here. I just need to remember to set up, essentially, Roman outposts to hold this amount of territory. Look, if we had forced march, it wouldn't be too much of an issue. But that's the major thing. Alright, we'll grab Hormos, and then we'll push further south. Right. They must only have 5-6 more territories. Maybe. Let and occupy you. But now we've brought in Egypt under the fold. We have the breadbasket of the Roman Empire in. Which is awesome. We've already got 117, but when we start upgrading our larger settlements, we're going to need it. So Palmyra is now ours. Yeah, Bactria is pushed to Dora, which is kind of crazy. Anyway, we want to take the port here of Seleucia. Charax. Normally it's a really good spice port in Attila, but if there was a lot more factions down here, it'd be more beneficial if we could trade with various Indian factions and countries that occupy southern Arabia would be good. Right, do they want peace now though? Oh, now they do. Well, I don't particularly want to push any further into Persia, now that we have Mesopotamia. I don't think the Eastern Roman Empire had that, but we just sort of... It's a bit like... The thing is with Total War, sometimes you just sort of have to beat people into submission. Alright, we'll push for Dora because Bactria's got it somehow. They seem to have better quality units. Maybe the same with them. We sort of have to keep on fighting them until we make them tap out. No, but they don't want peace though. Kind of surprised that Bactria is in this. Ptolemus Theron. Okay. And yeah, now we're into Ethiopia. God, we're nearly down near Axum. Wasn't that news recently? That they found Roman artifacts off the coast of Saudi Arabia? Isn't that the furthest point? I think I read an article about that, that there was some like the kingdom of Axum was down there, but there was a Roman outpost in one of the islands for trade, which is cool. Takes so far to get down to this bottom part of the map, but we should be able to complete our objective of forming the Eastern Roman Empire. And once we've done that, maybe in the next episode, if we're lucky, we might be able to march on Rome. Okay, so the Germanians can't actually push to Arretium and Irinium because of the Senate. They've pushed into Ida, which is annoying. I don't know how the Julii lost. That was a pretty easy auto resolve. Man, the poor people of Illyria getting conquered back and forth. Hegra. And there's one more here in Nabatea. Aqueducts, consecrated grounds, public forum for slaves. Depends what you need religious-wise. Sometimes it's always good to get research. Spam that out. If you can get that to like 200%, that's awesome. But depending on where you are as well, you sometimes need culture or military buffs and stuff. And like quick conversion. Just depends how lucky you are for suing for peace or not. Okay. How is that not the last of them? Oh, they've got one more territory, do they? No. It's in the middle of Saudi as well. Yeah, do they want peace? Oh, they're going to accept it. Good. I love a non-aggression pact. I don't want to push into the desert and hold that if I don't have to. We'll leave them there. I could make them my puppet. But that is it, guys. We have formed officially the Eastern Roman Empire here today. Sweet. So, we've managed to make peace with, let's have a look here, the Egyptians, the Parthians, and this is what we currently occupy. All of Greece, Asia Minor. We're still at war with Bactria, which is annoying. Germania, Gaul, and Spain. Looks like the Scipii have nearly been pushed out here, but we'll keep some soldiers in and around to hold this outpost territory. But we're going to start preparing to go against Rome. The Senate cannot be trusted, as they allowed the Julii, the famed house of Julii, to fall. I guess it's an alternative time. There's no Caesar. It was meant to be Lucius Brutus to cross the Rubicon, but I guess it's going to be Decimus Brutus this time around. But yeah, we're going to... we could war deck the Scipii in Naples, but we could just go against the Senate itself. You never know. Sometimes the other families, like if you attack SPQR, the Senate, sometimes the Julii and Scipii, if they've sort of not liked the Senate in the playthrough, they can join against you, but you never know. We might be facing the Scipii and the Senate for the last episode coming out soon. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already with the bell notification on. Let me know in the comment section down below feedback and suggestions for the video, and feel free to leave a dislike. If you want to support the channel and follow me on my social media links, they are all linked in the description below. We've got the series playlist that you can access. You can also have a look at my gaming and recording equipment. If you want to get yourself some cheap games, check out the links. You can support me on Patreon if you want. Channel members are available. Use creator code SimpzyTotalWar on the Epic Games Store checkout to flick me a couple of bucks. We've got Twitter, Discord, merchandise, Facebook, Steam group, Instagram, Twitch, and Google Plus links all in the description below as well. But above all, guys, make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Much love from Australia. Goodbye.